welcome back to my channel, you guys. Today we have a wig install. Thank you to Wiggins Company for sending over this unit, you guys. So if you guys want to know how I got this look, stay tuned and let's get right into the video. Alright, you guys, so this is the Wear and Go Loose Deep Wave HD Glueless Lace Closure wig, you guys. This is a 5x5 closure. She is pre-cut, pre-plucked, pre-bleached. You don't have to do anything besides take it out the pack, put it on your head. I keep telling you guys that glueless wigs are the way to go. And look at the curl pattern, girl. She is absolutely gorgeous. So getting into the install, you guys, I don't do the ball cap method. I simply just put my cap on, and then I just go in with some makeup on top of my cap, something that's very similar and close to your complexion. So I just put that all over, even though the closure isn't that big. So just look at the movement in that wig, girl. So originally I was under the impression that the wig was going to be a little bit shorter, but as you guys will see later in the install, the wig was very long, hitting me all the way down by my butt. This wig has an adjustable band in the back, and I like to have my band super tight so that my wig just feels super secure. You can have it as tight or loose as you want it. I know some people say the band kind of gives them a headache if it's too tight, and girl, just look at that hair. As soon as I put the wig on and I threw my hair back, just look at it. It's ready to go if you want to wear it like this. Now, as you can see, my lace looks a little bit white, and that is just because I didn't tint or put any makeup on my lace prior to me putting the wig on my head. And I love just playing around with the hair, y'all. It really gives natural hair growing out of my scalp. So you can see me flipping it from left to the right to the middle part. Just look at all of the versatility, all the different styles you can do. And yes ma'am, look at those hair flips. So I went ahead and took my wax stick, you guys, and what I like to do is go in with a backward stroke motion. This just allows my hair to look like it's honestly growing out of my scalp. I don't really know how to explain the motion. It's like a backward swoop motion. And then I do the same thing with my hot comb. As you can tell, just follow along with the tutorial. I promise in the end you will see, and the whole process will make sense. I set my hot comb to as hot as it'll go. Hot combs honestly just make the top of your wig look flat, because you don't want the wig sitting up on top of your head super high. You want it to be flat. This gives the illusion that this is your natural hair, because you don't want it to look too wiggy, if you know what I mean. So I go in with a little bit of spritz. You can spray it directly on the lace, or you can just spray a little on your finger and kind of press it into the lace. This just gives it a little tacky feel to the front of the lace. The wig is still glueless. So I go ahead and take my hot comb again, doing that backward stroke and swoop over method. You guys, I really don't know what to call this, but you guys just follow along with the tutorial, and I promise in the end it'll make sense. So I got this little automatic H2O spritzer for my curly wigs, and it really just helps the process because the hair gets all the way wet all the way through. So I just went ahead and took a paddle brush, and I started from the top and went down. I know some people like to start brushing at the bottom and go up, but it really doesn't make a difference. And as you can tell right here, the hair really started to loosen up, and you can tell the difference from the natural state versus the state where you put the water in. The curls were super loose, and it just, girl, it gave. Okay, so I did the same thing on the other side. And one of my favorite things about these curly wigs, these wear and go wigs, you guys, they are perfect for like anyone who's a mom like me. You wake up in the morning, you're running late, literally all you have to do is throw it on and go. There's no styling that needs to be done. So I like to take this Lotta Body mousse, and I just put it inside of my paddle brush. This way the mousse goes all the way through the hair, same like the whole water process. It goes all the way through the hair and not just on top of the hair, if that makes sense, because it's actually in the brush. Now, whenever I'm styling these wear and go loose deep wave wigs, you guys, I do use a generous amount of mousse. This one is only like $5, and I'm pretty sure you can find it at Walmart, Target, literally anywhere that sells hair supplies. And once I go in with my mousse, I go back in with that water just again to loosen up the curls. The way that the water and mousse loosened up these curls and just gave this wig such a seamless look. And I promise you guys, I thought about diffusing these curls, but then I thought to myself, girl, just let the curls air dry. And I am so in love with the final look of these curls, y'all. But like I said, I did go in with a generous amount, so make sure you get an affordable mousse that you don't mind using a lot of. So I took my melting band and I just placed that around my head, and once I took it off, this is what it looked like. I took a little bit more of my spritz, and I did that same backward swoop style motion that I've been doing this entire tutorial. Now the next step is defining the part, and I like to take a little bit of concealer. As you can tell, this concealer is not the same color as my skin tone, and that is because our scalp is lighter than our actual skin tone. And I just take a rat tail comb and I kind of just line it up, as you guys can tell, and I kind of got off track there, so I had to go back and fix it. And then going back in with that same makeup that I put on my ball cap and just tapping it around the front of the closure to just make it really blend in with my skin, give it a very seamless look, and just look at the movement. Like, girl, what? Like as you can tell by this part of the process, the wig has now become part of my identity, girl, and I am feeling myself. I went ahead and took off my melting band once again, and baby, the wig was laid. Yeah, y'all see it. All right, you guys, now that we have our wig all the way installed, I just did a quick little style on it. So all I did was I kind of just kept my middle part going, and I kind of just swooped it back here. Only thing I used was my little edge styling brush and some spritz, and I just kind of brushed the hairs back very softly just to give it a nice seamless look. And then I took 2 sections of hair here and I put both sections in a small ponytail with a little black rubber band, and then I did 1 ponytail here in the top. And once I got it into a ponytail, I simply split it into 2 halves, 1 on the left, 1 on the right, smush it back a little, and I just love this look. The hair is so full. When I first took the wig out of the package, I was under the impression that it was going to be like a little bit of a shorter wig, but it was just the curls were just super tight. Now that it's the next day and I have styled this wig, kind of slept on it, wore it all day, it is so full of life, so bouncy, so shiny. And y'all, it's long. The wig is only 24 inches long, but it literally gives 30 inches. I want to show you guys how it's hitting on me, so let me turn the camera and let me show you guys how this wig is hitting me on my butt. So hopefully you guys can see the wig stops right there at the top of my butt, you guys. And look at those curls, look at the wave pattern. This is everything. I have never had loose deep wave hair before. I've only had water wave and deep wave, so this is a nice combination between the two. If you don't want super loose curls but you also don't want super tight curls, perfect mixture. Best of both worlds here. Very nice. Just look at it. I know a lot of my audience is moms. This wig is a wear and go. So literally, just like I showed you guys in the install portion, all you have to do is throw the wig on, style it, and go. If you want to keep it a middle part, keep it a middle part, throw it on and go. As you guys can tell, it is a very minimalist style, you guys. Only thing you need is a little bit of water, which is a natural element, so get your H2O, get you some foam, and you will be completely set for a wig, you guys. Even though I did kind of melt mine here in the front with just a little bit of spritz, as you guys could tell, I would put some on my finger and just dab it around. Even though I did semi-melt it with a little bit of spritz, I still can just take my wig off, and once I put it back on in the morning, it'll still have that tackiness, just because I like for my wigs to be a little bit tacky in the front, especially when I'm doing like a slick back style like this. So definitely, it's very minimalist. You don't need a lot of products. Thank you, Wiggins, for sending over this beautiful loose deep wave unit. Babes, if you guys get one, make sure you tag me and Wiggins in all of your beautiful Instagram photos. I love you guys, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, babes.